Hi there, this is Chris from Money Hub, and this video looks at making the minimum amount of personal contributions to KiwiSaver to get the maximum government contribution. So just as a background, per our guide, which is linked to down below, that is making a personal contribution of 1042.86 per year. And then if you do that, then the government will match you 50 cents per dollar, which is around $521. So if you add on those two numbers, what you contribute and then what the government's maximum contribution will be in every 12 months, then you get 1564.29. Now, I don't want to be too sort of precise with this because it's really looking at larger numbers, but that's the assumption there. So we've used this third-party tool, which is going to just take us through it. What we've also assumed is that, post fees and post tax, the interest rate that you'll get or the return that you'll get will be 7%. Now, of course, some funds are higher than that. We've seen Milford, we've seen Booster, we've seen Fisher funds, we've seen all sorts of funds, including Simplicity, and others make higher than that over the last 3 years on average. But of course, that's what we've used. Term deposits right now, they're around 7%. They're around 5-6% before tax. So this is we've just used 7%. But of course, if you want to be more conservative, feel free to do that. Now, because our example relates to an 18-year-old who's going to do this for their life up until the age of 65, then we've used 47 years. And then subsequent to that, we've chosen the annual deposit, and that's going to be made at the end of the year. Whilst you could click on beginning, that would mean that the interest is kind of adding on more, but we've just made it simple and more conservative. And so we've put deposits. It's going to be annual or yearly, and it's going to be made at the end, but there's no increase in the deposit. So you're always going to pay the minimum there. What's the compound interval? We've said 12 months. I think that's just kind of straightforward. So if we recalculate that now, then you will see that when what you contribute over those 47 years is 73,000. Now you're going to be putting in around $47,000, which is $1,000 times 47 years. Then the government is going to be putting in the rest of that, which is around $23,000. So that's, or $24,000. So that's the amount which you get. But if you look at how it works graphically, then you can see that, of course, it takes a little bit of time to get up there because interest starts to compound as higher as in more significant value as the years go on. But this really just shows exactly how valuable this is. So if you're 18 today, then you would be thinking, well, should I join KiwiSaver? And if I do join KiwiSaver, what should I do? Well, what our view is really just challenge the fact of, can you get a return that's greater than 50% if you put $1,000 somewhere, or roughly that? So the government is guaranteed to match you 50 cents in the dollar up to $1,040. And so that does make a significant difference, going forward versus any other investment you can make, because this is guaranteed, which is very rare in the form of investing other than term deposits in terms of the interest rate. So that is basically showing you that a small amount of money, well, quite a large amount of money, but over 47 years is going to turn into quite a sizable number. Now, for our other example, we've got the 30 years, we've got the initial investment, and many people in New Zealand stop contributing. They may build up some funds within their KiwiSaver, and then they may withdraw it for a house, or they may just stop working and have children, etc., or just may stop contributing altogether for any number of reasons. What we've done is we just want to explain how if you keep on making the minimum contribution to maximize the government contribution, that is going to also add up to a long time. Lots of money. And so if we just choose the opening balance being 15,000, and the interest rate again being 7%, and the years will be 30. And then once again, we're going to be making the annual deposits, and we're going to make them at the end, which is the maximum contribution before the government kind of runs out, plus the government contribution, and there's going to be no increases throughout the years. So once again, you can see it all in a table, and that's very helpful. And you can see the interest growing as you make more and more contributions. But what we want to see is how it looks graphically, and you can also see there it just starts to climb very, very uh, like it's a very strong climb. So if you were going to contribute even longer, then the incremental gains would be quite significant. So what this shows is that basically the sooner you're in KiwiSaver, the better. From an investment return point of view, yes, of course, some years that may go down. It has before. Some funds stay flat. Some funds are down to 2 or so years, but at the same time, you will still be contributing with free money from the government, which is a return that no one else can provide, no matter what you do. So I hope that explains things here. We wanted just to make it really, really clear with our guide that the best time to utilize or take advantage of this was really yesterday. And the fact is, you have 12 months from the 1st of July every year to the 30th of June to make the effort to put some money together and transfer it to KiwiSaver fund directly if you're not working. And that will trigger the contributions from the government. Thank you very much. If you do have any questions, let us know in the comments below. We respond really well to that, and that certainly helps us to improve our guides going forward. Thank you.